now. I'm so gay. And I really don't even know what kind of videos to make. So I'm just winging this and I'm gonna do a story time. Because I seriously don't know. So story time it is. So like I'm gonna do it on like ghost. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Okay, well, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do believe in them, in spirits and the supernatural and all that, and I'm very into it. And like, let's just talk about my experiences, okay? Well, at my old house where I used to live at, like, I feel like it was not my house but my garage. I guess you could say that was haunted, cause like a lot of fucking crazy shit happened after they like fixed up my garage, you know, like made it into like a room home type thing, whatever, renovation and all that. Well, it was like around when I was 14, I think they fixed up the garage, and then my aunt moved in or whatever, and like my room was connected to like the backyard, so like I had like the back door, which from my room I could just go to the backyard. And well, like at night, like around 11, I think 11:30 in the night, I used to hear like little kids laughing. I only hear this like twice, and I was like, am I tripping out? Like, obviously there's no little kids in my backyard at this time, and like I had a little brother and sister, but I was just like, they're obviously sleeping. Who the heck is outside? And I was just like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I just need to sleep. And like they had like their bicycles and all, you know, their toys back there. So like I would hear the kids kids laughing and playing that, and I was just like, bruh, what the fuck? But yeah, and then I also would hear hammering, and this was kind of for like, I think this went on for like a week. That was just hammering. Like if there was someone out there, like a man fixing some shit and just hammering something back there, but like it felt close, and I was just like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And I used to lock my door, even though, you know, ghosts could probably like come through the walls, but like I was just like, I'm gonna lock my door, whatever, ignore it, don't pay attention to it. And then I thought I was tripping, so I didn't want to say anything, because my mom, every time I mention these things, she's like, you're just crazy, you're already thinking about that stuff, because I like watching like paranormal stuff. Like if you've seen the show Paranormal Witness or A Haunting, like I used to watch that, and I love scary movies, so she just thought it was in my head. But I'm like, no, it's not. I know I'm not tripping, so I wouldn't tell her shit. And then my sister's room was also, hers was next to mine, which had a back door too. And I was just like, one day she came up to me and she's like, I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I heard hammering and I heard little kids the other day outside. And in my head I was just like, yes, I knew I was not fucking crazy. I knew it. And I was just like, phew, okay, I'm not tripping. That's when I was like, okay, it's not just me, so I'm not crazy. Yeah, like everything happened to me. And like, so my room connects like my backyard on this side, over here like the hallway and whatever, living room, and then this wall, the kitchen, and then this my sister's room. So I'm like connected kind of to everything, so I like hear everything. And I was just like, it wasn't also after this for like a while, I started hearing like, I mean, I would hear the dishes fall. I used to hear scratching on my walls, and I was just like, okay, just ignore it, this is not happening. But yeah, and then the last thing that continued till I moved out of that house was I would hear heavy boots, like a man's feet, I guess you could say, walking in my living room. Like it would start from like the far end of my living room, and he would like walk towards the hallway, and my hallway's like just like a little circle. So it's like my room, my sisters, my parents, and the restroom. It's not like a long hallway or nothing, it's just like a little circle. So I was just like, what the fuck? And my parents used to leave their room door open. So I was like, okay, if they going somewhere, if he's going somewhere, he going in their room. So whatever. And then it would stop for like 5-10 seconds, I think. And then back, walking back to the living room. And I was just like, holy shit, there's fucking someone in my house. Like, sometimes I thought it was a fucking robber. Like, I was like, I'm about to get my ass killed or something. But like, I kept hearing it like every night continuously. Like, I got used to it, and I was just like, whatever, nothing ever happened, so why am I gonna worry, you know? So I was just like, okay, brush it off, brush it off. But the thing that, well, there was two things that probably freaked me out the most, which I was just like, oh hell no, like, why me? No, no. And like the dishes falling, like me, my sister, my dad would hear that. But like my mom never heard shit, and like my dad was just like, oh, you know, it's just noises. But like, and he would go check and there would be nothing on the floor. But I'm just like, no, I hear more stuff. But I didn't say nothing because I was like, I already know they're gonna tell me you need to stop watching those things. So I was just like, whatever. And then me and my sister would stay home alone a lot on the weekends because my parents liked going out of town and we didn't like going. So we would stay home alone. And I remember once, like, being home with her was like being alone because all she did was sleep. So it was like if I was alone. And I remember I was like cleaning because I was like, you know, I don't want to worry about nothing, so I'm just gonna clean the house and then I'll just go chill, whatever. Like, I remember I had finished cleaning, I was just washing the dishes, and like, get this, my kitchen, here's the sink, right? And there's a freaking window like right on top of the sink, and then there's the kitchen door right here, like right here, which leads to like the backyard outside, whatever, the driveway, backyard. And on the door there's like that like a window type shit on the door. So I'm like, I have a window right here and a window right here, so I'm kind of like, okay. And I swear I seen someone staring at me from the freaking door window, and I was just like, okay, you know, maybe there's fucking someone probably got in my fucking house. But like, we had like a big black gate, so like it was pretty tall, so I'm like, you can't jump in. It had like those like spiky things at the top, so I'm just kind of like, who the fuck got in? Like, what the fuck, you know? But it was locked. Like, you could lock it, just like, you know, lock it and then like close it, I mean, and then open it either way. But then once you lock it, you need the key to open it. So it was locked. My dad used to leave that locked. So the only way to get in was through the front door, or unless you jumped from the neighbors' houses, from the backyards. That was the only way. So I was kind of like, I didn't hear no one land or jump. So what the fuck? And then I was kind of like, it's right. I swear, like, it looked like a head figure just like watching me from the little corner. And I'm just like, just wash the dishes. Just wash them and then fucking bounce. And I was more scared because I was like, what if it runs to the fucking window in front of me? And I was just like, you know, fuck the dishes, I'm going to my mom's room. And like, hers is like all the way in the far end, and like, you couldn't get in. I should have just got my room. But if they got in the house and they couldn't get in. No, I think I ran. After that, I ran and went to go check the windows, the doors, like the living room. I knew that one was locked, so I checked the living room windows, the doors, my room, like everything, to make sure it was closed. Because if it was a robber, you know, they wasn't getting in. But then, what happened? Oh, and then I want to go lock myself in my mom's room, but like the window, like my window, my sister's window, had like the bars thing, so like you couldn't even open it or break it. If you did break it, you couldn't even get in because, you know, that blocked it. So I was like, they stuck in the backyard unless they jumped that big ass gate. So I was like, unless they break the kitchen window door shit, then I'm fucking screwed. But I mean, it had the fucking 2 doors, so I was like, they're not getting in. And then the front yard, it's like, those are the only ones that you could fucking break the window and get in. But unless you want to be seen by the neighbors, go for it, you know. But yeah, that kind of creeped me out, and I was just like, I'm not dying tonight. Besides that, I think, like, I personally think that there was a man and two kids there, like, their spirits. Like, I could pick up vibes, and like, I was thinking, I was like, the hammering was the man. The steps inside my house were obviously the man, and those little kids were the ones from the backyard. But then I guess they made it inside somehow. And I remember once I was in my living room, I stayed up watching a movie or something by myself, and it was like 1 in the morning, and like, you know how the couches have like that border, I mean, that you could like lean on like the ends or whatever. Well, I had my head there, and like I had my hair like, you know, tilted in the back, right? And my hair's always been pretty long, so, you know, I had that shit thrown back, and I kid you not, I felt someone braiding my hair. Like, what the fuck? And I feel like when you braid hair, you could feel like the people's hands, or I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. Well, it felt like some little girl's hands, and I was just like, ooh, no, not today. Are you kidding me? And I was like, oh my god, like, I felt like the tugging, like, you know, when you're braiding like from one side to the other. And then I literally was just like, oh shit, like, are you fucking kidding me? And like, everyone's doors were closed that day, that night. So I was like, there's no one here, because I would have heard the door open. So what the fuck? And then I was just like, it was dark. The only thing that gave me light was the TV. And I was like, if I turn, I'm gonna fucking probably see something. So what do? And I had a blanket with me, so I was like, I could stay here and sleep here and just fucking cover myself, close my eyes or something. But if I open them, what if there's something there? So I just kind of, I was like, okay, just turn off the TV. It's gonna be dark. You're not gonna see shit. If you trip on something, then oh fuck, it happened. So I like turned off the TV, and I didn't even look, because I already knew my house. So I just turned the fuck and ran to my room and like threw myself on my bed, locked my door, and I was just there like, what the fuck? And I think my hair was braided, like it was like half, kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, but I was just like, what the fuck was touching me? And like, probably that's the most like closest it got to me, and I was just like, why me? Like, why me? And I kind of just let it go. And I mean, I don't live in that house anymore, so it's okay. But that's my stories for my house. I mean, I've experienced more paranormal stuff, but not in my home, like just at other people's or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened in my old house. And I didn't tell no one, because they all thought I was already crazy. So I told my mom now. She was just like, are you sure? And I'm just like, yes. Like, I know what I saw. Like, there's obviously something there. I was like, I think you guys opened a door when you fixed the garage, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's what happened. I don't even know. It doesn't creep me out that much. Like, I get scared, like, oh shit, but like, I mean, I don't get scared, but it does creep me out. I'm just like, okay, there's something here. Cool. Right? Anyways, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys liked. I really didn't know what to do, so I was just like, why not do a story time, right? Because who does, I mean, I like watching those, so why not? But maybe I'm just boring, and you guys probably like, who wants to watch you? But yeah, thanks for watching. And you guys should comment, because I don't know what the heck to do when I get bored. That's why I do YouTube videos, because I get bored and I'm a loser and I have no friends. But yeah, hit that like and subscribe and whatnot, you know. Subscribe, like, down there.
Bitch with violence, what else? She gon' fuck the squad, what else?